This is the Richard Smith Show, where we talk about all things Kansas City Chiefs. How are we doing, Chiefs Kingdom? It is Sunday, April 14th. I apologize for no introduction. I'm actually on the Yellowstone River fishing. But I saw an article last night that really disturbed me, and I wanted to make a podcast about this article. And it was from KCKingdom.com, and it was about the possibility of trading away Travis Kelce. That doesn't make sense to me. You know, I'm still kind of floored. And you know, as I read this article, you know, the things that were brought up as to why we should trade away Travis Kelce, not at the end of, or not this offseason, but next offseason. It doesn't make sense to me at all. And I kind of want to put all that talk to rest too. You know, the first thing that's brought up is he's starting to get old. He's 30 years old, or will be 30 years old. And if we look at things correctly, he is an older player, but he didn't come into the league until he was a little older. I believe his rookie year he was 24, 23. He's only had 5 seasons with the Chiefs. Keep that in mind. So age, yes, he's 30. But look, he's one of the most physical tight ends in the league. One of the fastest tight ends in the league with the best hands. I mean, we're talking about the best tight end in football here. You don't move the best tight end in football. Okay, he's not Khalil Mack. Okay, this man makes a team. He does. This man makes our offense as good as it is. Patrick Mahomes is great. But Travis Kelce stretches the field. That's how he is so great. That's how Patrick Mahomes can be so great, is because he has a Travis Kelce. He stretches the field. He's always open. Let me give you the average of average yards per reception for Travis Kelce's career. It's 12.8 yards per reception. He's always open. You don't trade away a player who has that kind of numbers. You don't. It doesn't make any sense. And then I started talking about him being dinged up and Brett Veach and this and that. Well, look, yes, Brett Veach is obviously an aggressive GM, which we need in Kansas City, but he's not stupid. I mean, you guys can only push this stuff so far. I mean, we're talking about, all right, let's trade Patrick Mahomes. I mean, come on. Travis Kelce? You don't get rid of a Travis Kelce. If anybody's going to stay in a Chiefs jersey their entire career, it's going to be a Travis Kelce. Okay? Because I don't think he's going to stick around as long as a Tony Gonzalez. And look, Tony Gonzalez was different. Tony Gonzalez didn't stay with the Kansas City Chiefs his entire career because we had no hope of going to a Super Bowl towards the end of his career. We did that man a favor. Now, granted, he went to Atlanta and didn't win a Super Bowl. And, Tony, I'm sorry about that. It's whatever. But this is Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is on a whole nother level than Tony Gonzalez, really. I mean, they're arguably comparable. Look, the man's been in the year 5 leagues, and he is already in discussions one of the best tight ends in the history of football. Tony Gonzalez wasn't in that discussion at year 5. Antonio Gates wasn't in that discussion at year 5. Maybe Shannon Sharp. Okay? Rob Gronkowski, yes. So you got 3 tight ends right there who made such an impact their first 5 years. They were already in the discussion for best tight end of all time. And we have that on our team. You don't get rid of a player like that. You don't. The injuries. Travis Kelce did miss his rookie season due to microfracture knee surgery. So, came back 2014 and had 862 receiving yards for 5 touchdowns. Under Alex Smith, mind you. So, 2 years ago, he had shoulder surgery. Okay, so he had shoulder surgery 2 years ago. Mind you, that was his first 1,000-yard receiving year, and he's only had 3 of those in a row with 10 touchdowns last year. 10 touchdowns. And there's only, Greg Olsen? Who's the other one? I believe it's Greg Olsen, who's had the only other player in NFL history to have 3,000-yard receiving years in a row. So, and Travis Kelce is going for his 4th. He's not going to slow down. Yes, he had off-season ankle surgery, but he's going to be ready by training camp. This isn't a huge surgery. Like, this is a discomfort surgery, if you ask me. So, and keep in mind, Travis Kelce is a traditional player. And you know what I mean by traditional player? He is an in-your-face, hard-nosed player. He'll run over you, under you, around you, through you. That man, he'll jump over you. I mean, the man has... Look, you're going to get dinged up playing like that. In my mind, I feel like Travis Kelce, as a tight end playing the way he does, has had a pretty healthy career. Yes, he got knocked out in the playoffs of the concussion. What can you do about that? Concussion protocol. I promise you, if Travis Kelce could have been in that game, he would have. And then so tell me we trade away the player that would have been the difference maker in us winning a playoff game. If Travis Kelce was in that Tennessee Titans game, we would not have lost that game. And nobody can argue with me. Nobody. So, let's look at some stats here. I'm going to get back to the stats. Last year, Travis Kelce had the best year of his career. I would say by far. Okay? He had 1,336 yards and 10 touchdowns. That is a great season. Wait, that's 2018. I'm sorry. Yeah, 2018. Yeah. 1,336 yards and 10 touchdowns. That's a great season. 2017, 1,038 yards and 8 touchdowns. Okay. 2016, 1,125 yards and 4 touchdowns. 2015, 875 yards and 5 touchdowns. And 2014, 862 yards and 5 touchdowns. Now remember, the first 4 years of his career were under Alex Smith, a conservative Alex Smith who didn't put the ball downfield. First year with Patrick Mahomes, 1,336 yards, 10 touchdowns, first double-digit touchdown year in his career. So you think we're going to trade away the best tight end in football when we finally have the best quarterback in football? I don't understand some of the philosophies behind some of these websites and radio stations and this, that, and the other. I know that hypothetically speaking, anything is possible. But come on. I mean, do we got to bring up every single scenario? I mean, that's not even a scenario. I promise you Brett Veach is sitting at his desk right now, or when he saw that article and he's like, come on, guys. Come on, you really think I'm going to trade away Travis Kelce? Gosh. I'm just floored and speechless by this. And it's one of those things that I guess we'll talk about everything. You know, anything is news, especially when it catches people's attention. And it obviously caught my attention enough to want to make a podcast. It caught the attention of a good Chiefs fan of mine, Mike, and Mr. Wakefield. I'm going to give you your props here, and told me I need to make a podcast about this. And he's right. I mean, this needs to be discussed. Can we stop wasting people's times and giving people heart attacks? I mean, in Kansas City, have we not had enough in our lifetime to worry about? Can we just have a team? Can you just leave us be for a little bit and let us enjoy it, guys? I mean, this is a Kansas City-based website. Like, give the fans a break. There's plenty to talk about. Plenty to talk about. I mean, Patrick Mahomes just signed that big deal with Hy-Vee. That's a huge deal. Talk about that. That's something that actually happened. That's news. Travis Kelce being traded? Yeah, that'll never happen. So rest assured with that, Kansas City, at least in the next 4 to 5 years, Travis Kelce's not going anywhere. And look, that's my opinion. But when you look, we have a progression going on as far as what the GM is doing. Our offense is solidified. I mean, we really didn't need Kareem Hunt. Did he cost us a Super Bowl? Possibly. I will say that. That's the one thing that I'm upset with about Kareem Hunt. He probably cost us the Super Bowl. Do we need him next year? No. Watch Carlos Hyde. Mark my words. Watch Carlos Hyde. I think that's how I'm going to end my broadcast. I don't want to end my broadcast about talking about trading Travis Kelce, something that's not even going to happen. How about we talk about Carlos Hyde possibly being the next Priest Holmes? I'm going to leave you all with that, Kansas City. Leave you all with that. Hey, look, this is the Richard Smith Show where we talk about all things Kansas City Chiefs. And I hope you all have a great Sunday. Get to work, Kansas City. And look, there should be some news coming up because the draft is right around the corner. And, hey, there's more talk of the Chiefs doing some big things here in free agency. So I will keep you all posted. Have a great day, Kansas City.